Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on POCO X8 Pro Max. Okay, first I'm going to show you how you can transfer the data from your previous device to your brand new POCO. Then we are going to restore the backup from Google One, Xiaomi Cloud, and then from our computer. So let's begin. We are doing the setup process. As you can see, we gotta select our language and the region, then click on next, select that you agree, click on next, and we have the option that we are interested in, setup using another device. As you take a look on my previous device, an option for the setup automatically appeared. If it doesn't appear in your case, don't worry. First, on your POCO, select the device type of your previous phone. In my case, I have an Android, and now we have this QR code that we gotta scan. So you have to scan this code using your old phone. I'm about to use Google Lens. Okay, now both devices are going to connect to each other. To verify by drawing the screen lock on my previous phone. You can see the POCO to the same network, just like on the previous phone. But we can also skip this step actually. Okay, let's keep waiting. It may take a little bit, so we gotta be patient. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a little. Okay, something is going on. Okay, if you want, you can connect to a mobile network. Let's skip it. Actually, okay, copy apps and data. We gotta click on next. Now it's going to scan for the data available to copy. So once again, we gotta keep waiting. Okay, and we have the list of things that we can copy. In my case, I would like to copy everything except the apps. In here, you can take a look on the estimated time. As you scroll down, we can also see that we have the things that are synced automatically. It's Google Calendar, contacts, photos, and also the Gmail. Okay, if you have selected everything that you want, simply hit the copy button. The whole copying will be done in the background, and now we can go quickly through the simple setup process. So we can set the screen lock. I'm about to skip it in my case, so basically I'm going to rush through the setup process. Let's hit the accept button. Now we have backup services. They are really useful and I always turn them on, but everything is up to you, of course, it's your device. Now we gotta select the default browser. I'll stick to Google Chrome. And now the search engine, I'll always pick Google. We can continue the setup or even get a reminder. I would like to continue. Okay, let contacts nearby find and share. I don't want it, so click on no thanks. Now we have the Gemini. We can launch, when we turn on this function, we'll be able to turn on the Gemini by simply saying the sentence, "Hey Google," why not? Let me turn it on. Okay, in here I'm about to click on no thanks. We're nearly, okay, actually, the copy is already finished. We can click on done. In here, scroll down, click on Next. Next. Select the font, default or the Mi Sans. You can also set up your lock screen. I'll skip it. Everything is of course available later in the settings. Okay, now we gotta pick the home screen style, classic or with the app drawer. I'll pick the app drawer. I don't want any of those recommended apps, so I'm about to unselect everything manually. Then click on Next. Now, select the navigation mode, full screen gestures or the buttons. I'll stick to gestures. Now select the recent layout, vertical or horizontal. Let's say I'll pick horizontal. And we are actually... Now we gotta wait until a button appears on the bottom of the screen and we'll be able to use our device. But you need to be aware that some of the things might still be copied in the background. We'll be able to verify it in a notification bar. Actually, we'll to monitor everything. That's what I wanted to say. So don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because just like I'm saying, something may still be synced or downloaded from the Play Store, so you need to have that in mind. We won't be needing our previous phone anymore. We can actually click on Close. Let's wait a little bit and we'll have access to... Okay, setup complete, all set, hit the button. And we are ready to use our phone. As you go to the notification bar, you can see that some of the things are still being installed. So just like I'm saying, don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet. That was the first method. Now let me show you how you can restore the backup from Google One. Okay, let's go with the second method. Again, we are doing the setup process, but this time, when we have possibility to set up our phone using another device, we gotta click on Skip. I'm about to skip the SIM card. Okay, now we gotta connect to the network manually. So type the password. Now click on Next. Now we gotta wait a little bit, so I'm about to skip. I mean, speed up the video. Okay, I'm setting this phone for myself. Okay, and now really important part. We gotta sign in into the same Google account on which we made the backup before. So thanks to that, we will have access into a list of all of our backups and we'll be able to restore the data. So first tap the mail. And now we'll have to type the password also. Okay, now I need to verify on my second phone, because I have two-step verification. Okay, now click on Agree. I'm about to skip the mobile network. Okay, now click on Next, copy apps and data, and now select which backup you want to restore. In my case, I want this one. I have to click on Next, and I also need to verify by drawing the screen lock that I had in the moment when I was creating this backup. Okay, when it comes to Google Photos, Gmail account, and Drive, those things are synced automatically. I want to copy everything, actually restore everything except the apps. If you have selected everything, click on Restore. Okay, and we have to go through the setup process. So in here you can set your screen lock. I'm about to skip it. When it comes to the Google services, simply scroll down and click on accept. We have the backup options, always turn it on. Click on next. We gotta select the default browser. I'll pick Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. Let's continue the setup. In here, if you want, you can enable that to let contacts nearby find and share. I'll click on no thanks. Now we have the Gemini. We gotta click on continue. I don't want it. No thanks. Okay, getting the phone ready. Of course, you can do the setup process in the way that you want. It's your device. And remember that if you don't do something right now, don't worry. You can always do it later in the settings. Okay, our backup is being restored in the background. And now we gotta keep waiting. Okay, now scroll down, hit the accept button, click on next. Next. You can set up your lock screen in here. I'm about to skip it. Select default launcher, classic or with the app drawer. I don't want any of those recommended apps, so I'm about to unselect everything. Select system navigation mode, full screen gestures or the buttons. I'll stick to gestures. Select the recent layout, vertical or horizontal. Then click on next, and we are actually ready to use our device now. We just need to wait until we see the button on the downside of the screen. So that was the second method. Okay, I'm about to speed it up, and we'll go with the third option, which will be restoring from the Xiaomi Cloud. Okay, let's go with the third method. This time we are already after the setup. Click on the settings, click on About Phone. Now go into Backup and Restore, yeah. Click on Xiaomi Cloud. First we gotta sign in, so hit the button. I'm about to sign in with Google. Now we gotta wait. Okay. Now click on Backups. Click on Allow. Click on Manage Cloud Backups. Now the backup needs to load first, so we gotta wait. Okay, and now select which you wanna restore. I want this one, so hit Restore Data. Okay, and hit the button and confirm. Okay, it has started, so now we gotta keep waiting. Okay, restore successfully, we can click on done, and that's how we restore the backup from Xiaomi Cloud. Okay, and now the last option, restoring from the computer. But before we do it, just for now, let's create a new backup using the mobile device function. Go into backup and restore, select mobile device, click on agree, select, you can actually select only one thing, because we'll delete the backup, this backup later. Basically, we're creating it only because we gotta create a special folder in the internal storage of our device. So that is why let's click on backup. Just for now, we will delete it later. And now, let me quickly switch to my desktop. Okay. Now we gotta connect our device to our computer using the USB-C cable. So connect your phone, go into notification bar, click on charging this device via USB, select file transfer / Android Auto. In here we can click on finish. And now open up the file explorer on your device, on your PC actually. In my case, it doesn't say POCO, and actually we don't see the POCO in here. In my case, it's called the MTP USB device. Go into internal shared storage, MIUI, backup, all backup, and in here, that's the backup that we have just created, so we can delete it. Okay, and now into that place, copy the backup that you want to restore. That's the backup that I want, so I gotta copy it, just like that. And now click on mobile device, select restore, and select the backup that you want to restore. And then hit the restore button. We can actually unplug the cable now. We won't be needing it anymore. And now let's wait until it's fully restored. Okay, we can click on finish, and that is all. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.